Okay, join our hands. Start chanting of Omkar thrice. Om. 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 Aira. Yes, Niyati, you can start without wasting time.
Om Shri Saram Nihiti Prajapati. I'm going to start a experiment which shows that air is necessary for the combustion. First, we will light the candle with the burning matchstick. You can see that the candle is continuous burning without because because continuous air is pres- because it is getting continuous supply of air. But when we put an inverted glass jar on it, we can see it that it stops burning after some time because in the glass jar it not get full supply of air. Thank you.
Okay, which gas has to extinguish fire?
Carbon dioxide.
Okay, when some object is burning, so we generally cover that body with a blanket.
Yes,
So
sir.
how it helps in controlling fire?
Sir, sir, when we cover the body with a object because it cut off the supply of oxygen and stops burning.
Okay, very good. Yes, now I am starting from the beginning. Anmol, Anmol, yeah, start your presentation.
Yes, sir.
Start.
Okay, sir.
प्रिंस बेटा आपका टाइम आएगा तब आपको बुलाएंगे.
Microorganisms and for microorganisms and microorganisms may exist along a
Are you sharing screen? आप स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहे होंगे तभी आपके स्लाइड्स हम सबको दिखेंगी बेटा. आपको मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
Sir, he left the meeting.
चलिए. अरमान, अरमान, आर्यन, ब्रजेश, गगन, गीतिका,
Yes, sir.
स्टार्ट.
यस सर. साईराम सर.
अब आपका नंबर बाद में आएगा अरमान.
सर मैं गलती से
गीतिका यू
लेफ्ट हो गया.
स्टार्ट. Yes, it is visible, beta.
Yes, sir. Saira, my name is Geetika Sahu. My topic is combustion and flame. What is combustion? Chemical process in which a substance reacts with oxygen to give off heat is called combustion. Example, burning of wax candle, burning of sulfur in air, and explosion of hydrogen in air. Combustable substance which burn easily to release heat and sometimes light. Example, matchsticks, burning of paper, burning of candles, burning of wood, diesel. Non-combustable substance which do not undergoes combustion to release energy. Example, metal, iron, nail, glass, steel, etc. Fuel. The substance that undergoes combustion is said to combustible. It is called a fuel. Example, coal, petroleum, diesel, LPG, natural gas, garden cakes, wood. Characteristics of good fuel: easily available, cheap, burns easily to release heat, produce large amount of heat, does not leave understandable resides behind pollution. Fire control using water. Water substance fuel, air heat. Temperature below initiation temperature. Fire control using carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide acts as fire extinguisher in oxygen space with electrical equipment. Carbon dioxide is heavier when complement to oxygen. Types of combustion. First, rapid combustion. Large amount of heat and light are produced. Example, gas stove, etc. External ingenious source is need. Example, diesel. Second combustion, explosion combustion. Combustion compared by heat, light as well as sound. Example, firecrackers, bomb. Third combustion, spontaneous combustion. Sudden engine substance on its own. Example, phosphorus. No external engineer source is needed. Example, coil fire, forest fire. Flame. What is flame? Hot, glowing, inert gas distribution. Visible gaseous part of fire. Do all substance produce flames during burning? Substance which vapor during burning produce flame. Example, candles, charcoal, gas stove. Structure of flame. Hottest part. Outer zone of complete combustion blue. Moderately hot. Middle zone particle combustion yellow. Least hot. Innermost zone of unburned wax vapor black. There are three types of a flame. Outer part. Now this is the hottest part of flame. This part has an unlimited supply of oxygen. So complete combustion takes place here. Hence is the hottest part of the flame. Also the part of flame burns with a blue color. It is the non-luminous. Does not emit light. Sample. Second, middle part. This is the biggest part. This is the huh, this is the biggest part of the flame. The colors The colors in this are variant shade of yellow and orange. This is the luminous part of flame because it emits light. This part is also not extremely hot. This is because this is part get a limit supply of oxygen. So incomplete combustion take place here, which is why it's burn orange and it's luminous. Third, inner part. This is the innermost part of flame. It is the part closest of the wick. You might assume that this is the hottest part of flame. However, it is least hot. This is the black part of flame that contains unburned particles of the carbon from the wick. Example, unburned fuel. Thank you.
Okay. Some questions to you, Geetika. What is the difference between rapid combustion and explosion?
Sir,
Your mic is mute, beta. Now speak.
sir,
Okay, define flame.
flame is the flame. Sir, flame. Flame.
Okay, thank you, Geetika. Now, after Geetika, Karan, who is absent, Karuna, absent, Kritika,
Sir, can I?
बेटा अभी रिटर्न में आऊंगा तब बोलो अभी नहीं कृतिका
Okay, sir.
नॉट इंटरेस्टेड साहिल नो रिस्पॉन्स मनु
Yes, sir.
आर यू इंटरेस्टेड
Yes, sir.
स्टार्ट
Om Shri Sairam, I am going to present an activity on chapter combustion and flame. Uh, this activity shows that it is essential for a substance to reach ignition temperature to burn. This activity needs one candle, two paper cups, and one matchstick, and little amount of water. First, I am burning the candle. Uh, सर एक मिनट रुक जाइए मैं अभी वो दरवाजा बंद करके आती हूँ हवा आ रही है
हाँ हाँ कराइए कराइए क्या प्रिंस तैयार बैठा है बिल्कुल आज तो क्या ऋषिका दीदी कृतिका आपका टर्न चला गया बेटा आप आए नहीं उस समय हाँ बोल कंटिन्यू मनु यस
फर्स्ट आई एम बर्निंग दिस पेपर कप एम्प्टी पेपर कप it started burning because of its low ignition temperature. Then I am burning the next paper cup. First I will pour some little amount of water in it. It is not burning because of water, because the heat supplied to this paper cup transferred to water because of conduction.
Okay, very good. Now, okay. Are you getting my voice?
And
मेरी आवाज आ रही है बेटे को What define
Yes, sir.
define ignition temperature?
Uh, the substances which have very low ignition temperature and catches fire easily and burned with a flame are called sorry sir the sub
घबरा क्यों रहे हो? अपन तो कितनी दूर बैठे हैं, तू कहाँ, मैं कहाँ, ये लोग सब कहाँ, किससे घबराना भाई? ये कितनी अच्छी लड़की है, तू बढ़िया आंसर दे दो। ऋषिका कितना हिल रही है अपनी जगह पे बैठ, घबरा मत। यस, अगेन, व्हाट इज इग्निशन टेम्परेचर?
the temperature at which substance starts to burn.
Okay, yes, it is correct. So, ignition temperature of paper change when we pour water in that cup.
Yes sir.
Okay, very good. Now, next is Mayank, Muskan, Payal, Pranav.
सर मैंने तो अपना दे दिया था।
Oh, yes, sorry. And now, Prince Meena, my great prince. Yes, Prince.
Yes, sir. Om Sri Saram. I am Prince Mina. Today I am presenting an experiment named picking ice with a string. First, we will take a bowl and a thread. Take a ice cube and a salt. Salt. First, we will fill the bowl with the water. After filling the bowl with the water, we will put the ice cube in the water. Now, we will take a piece of thread and put it over ice cube. Now we will spray the salt top of the ice. And wait a minute.
Yes. Success. वो उससे चिपक गया था. It stick with the thread, ना?
Yes, sir.
Ice cube stick with the thread.
Sir, 1 minute. उसे मेरे ने हटाओ ice cube दो. नहीं Sir, it will stick.
Yes.
Sir, ice cube is.
Yes. So why this happened?
Sir, because of the salt.
Neither what is the role of salt here? How salt? What change occur here?
Sir,
Due to the
because
presence of salt on ice cube, that thread stick with the ice cube, and you pull the thread, and ice also started coming up above. है ना?
yes, sir.
Okay. You don't know the meaning and the reason behind it?
Sir,
Okay, no
I
problem.
know. Yes,
Do you know?
yes, sir.
Okay. Tell me.
Sir, because the we we will spray the salt on ice. The the ice will string with the thread, and we will pick up.
Okay, very good. क्लैप फॉर प्रिंस वीना. सभी लोग क्लैप करिए उसको. It was a different thing he showed. Very good, beta. And now next is Priyanka Malvi. He is present, I think. Not interested. Raj, not present. Rishika Di.
Yes, sir, I am ready.
Okay, yes. And Monday I will conduct extra class to finish remaining presentation
Okay, sir.
before your first period or after your last period.
Sir, is it presenting?
Yes, beta. Start from the first slide. And everybody will send the PPT to my personal window for the record. And those who are presenting experiment, they will also make the detailed report of their presentation experiments and will send to me.
Video.
Yes, not video. Write in detail in PDF and send it.
Okay, sir.
Yes,
Sir, may
Rishikesh.
I start?
Yes, start.
Now I am presenting my PPT on topic coal and petroleum. In this chapter, the first topic is natural resources. So, what are natural resources? Resources which are obtained from nature are called natural resources. Example: wood, petrol, etc. Natural resources are classified into two kinds: inexhaustible resources and exhaustible resources. Resources that are present in unlimited quantity in nature are called inexhaustible resources, and the amount of resources in nature is limited are called exhaustible resources. Inexhaustible resources cannot be exhausted by human activities. Exhaustible resources can be exhausted by human activities. Inexhaustible resources examples are sunlight, air, etc. And exhaustible resources example are coal and forests. What are fossil fuels? Fossil fuels are made from decomposing plants and animals. Example: coal, petrol, etc. Coal. It is a hard as stone and is black in color. The story of coal is About 300 million years ago, the earth had dense forests in low-lying wetland area. Due to natural processes like flooding, landslides, these forests got buried under the soil as more soil deposits over them. They, they, are, they were compressed. The temperature also rose as they sank deeper and deeper. Under high pressure and high temperature, dead plants got converted to coal as coal contains mainly carbon. The slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. Since it was formed from the remains of vegetation, coal is called also a fossil fuel. This is the story of coal. The uses of coals are no. Coal is processed in industry to get some useful products such as coke, coal gas, coal tar. Now, the second topic is petroleum. Petroleum is a fossil fuel, meaning that it has been created by the decomposition of organic matter over millions of years. How petroleum is formed? Petroleum formed from organisms living in the sea. As these organisms died, their bodies settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered with a layer of sand and clay. Over millions of years, absence of air, high temperature and high pressure transformed the dead organisms into petroleum and natural gas. Petroleum refinery. The process of separating the various constituents fractions of the petroleum is known as refining. It is carried out in a petroleum refinery. Advantages of natural gas. It is easy to transport. It is a cleaner fuel. It is easy to store. Natural gas is stored under high pressure as compressed natural gas (CNG). Thank you.
Okay, very good, Rishika. I would like to ask one question to you.
Yes,
May
sir.
I?
Yes, sir.
Now, can we prepare coal and petroleum in the laboratory?
No, sir, because coal and petroleum are fossil fuel which take millions of years to make.
Okay, so if we ready to give millions of years in the laboratory, then it will convert into coal and petroleum.
No, sir. It also needs high pressure and high temperature.
Okay, very good. Now next is Sarvagya.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do fast because only 10 minutes are left.
Okay, sir. So is it shared?
Yes.
Om Shri Sairam. I am Sarvagya Bhargav and today I am presenting on the topic sound. Sound is a very important part of our lives. Without sound, we can't understand, we can't express our feelings. Now we will discuss what is sound. Sound is created when something vibrates and sends waves of energy into our ears. The vibration travels through the air or another medium, which is solid, liquid, or gas, to the ear. The stronger the vibrations, the louder the sound. Sound changes depending on how fast or slow an object vibrates to make sound waves. Study of sound in science is called acoustics. How sound is produced? Sound is produced when an object vibrates, creating a pressure wave. This pressure wave causes particles in the surrounding medium, air, water, or solid, to have vibrational motion. As the particles vibrate, they move nearby particles, transmitting the sound further through the medium. Some sound producing instruments are how sound travel from one place to another. Sound vibrations travel in wave pattern and we call these vibrations sound waves. Sound waves move by vibrating objects and these objects vibrate other surrounding objects. Carrying the sound along, sound can move through the air, water or solids. As long as there are particles to bounce off, sound can travel through solid, liquid and how do we hear sound? Sound wave enters the outer ear and travels through a narrow passageway called the ear canal, which leads to the eardrum. The eardrum vibrates from the incoming sound waves and sends these vibrations to three tiny bones in the middle ear. These bones are called malleus, incus, and stapes. What is eardrum? The eardrum is like a stretched rubber sheet. Sound vibration make the eardrum vibrate. The eardrum send vibration to the inner ear. From there, the signal goes to the brain. Let us see a diagram of our eardrum. This is the diagram of our eardrum, and here you can see is the first bone malleus, second incus, and stapes, which we have studied earlier. Now we will discuss how humans produce sound. In humans, the sound is produced by the voice box or the larynx. It is at the upper end of the windpipe. Two vocal cords are stretched across the voice box or larynx in such a way that it leaves a narrow slit between them for the passage of air. Voice box in humans. This is the voice box in humans. How does the voice box work? When the lungs force air through the slit, the vocal cords vibrate, producing sounds. Muscles attached to the vocal cords can make the cords tight or loose. When the vocal cords are tight and thin, the type or quality of voice is different from that when they are loose and thick. What is oscillatory motion? The to and fro motion of an object is known as vibrations. This motion is called oscillatory motion. The number of oscillation per second is called the frequency of oscillation. Frequency is expressed in hertz. What is noise pollution? Sounds that are loud and unnecessary are called noise. The presence of loud, unwanted, and disturbing sound in our environment is called noise pollution. The motor vehicles running on the road produce noise pollution by blowing horns and sound of their engines. Harms of noise pollution. Noise pollution impacts millions of people on a daily basis. The most common health problem it causes is noise-induced hearing loss, NIHL. Exposure to loud noise can also cause high blood pressure, heart disease, sleep disturbances, and stress. These health problems can affect all the age groups, especially children. Measures to limit noise pollution. Trees must be planted along the roads and around the buildings. Use of horn should be minimized. Silencer must be installed in transport vehicles and industrial machines. TV and music systems should be run at low volume. Audible and inaudible sounds. Sound of frequency less than about 20 vibrations per second cannot be detected by the human ear. Such sounds are called inaudible. On the higher side, sounds of frequencies higher than about 20,000 vibrations per second are also not audible to the human ear. Thus, for human ear, the range of audible frequencies is roughly from 20 to 20,000 Hz. Thank you.
Okay, very good, Sarvak. I would like to ask one question.
Yes, sir.
Why the sound of female and male is different? Have you
So
observed?
because, so because of their voice box, so In males, the voice box is thicker, is more thin, and some thin and long. And sir, in females, it is thick and
Are you sure?
no, sir. Some males have thick cords, and females have thin cords.
Okay. And do you know about the frequency?
Yes, sir.
Just tell me.
So frequency is the unit which a human can hear. So
No,
20 to 20,000 SZ
no, what is the unit of frequency?
hertz.
Okay. So frequency is what is frequency? Number of vibrations per unit time is called the frequency. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Satyam,
Yes, sir.
are you ready or not?
Yes, sir. Ready.
So it will finish in 5 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, start.
Sir, it is visual.
Yes.
Om Shri Sai Ram. My name is Satyam Dharwani. My topic is light. What makes things visible? We cannot see anything without the light that is in darkness. When light falls upon or is emitted, is, em- is emitted by an object, our eye detected that light and hence the object becomes visible to us. What happens when light falls on a mirror? We know that light is a form of energy which is responsible for the sense of sight in the human eyes. Light can be called as a radiation that is emitted, reflected, or absorbed by different objects. Second, a mirror is a glass having a shiny surface. When light falls on a mirror, it is reflected back. Hence, a mirror changes the direction of light that falls upward. Incident ray. The ray of light that falls on the surface is called incident ray. Reflected ray. The ray of the light that gets reflected back from the surface is called reflected ray. Normal. It is an imaginary line that is drawn perpendicular to the reflecting surface at the point where the incident ray strikes the surface or at the point of incidence. The angle of incidence. It is the angle that the incident ray makes with the normal. The angle of reflection. It is the angle that the reflected ray makes with the normal. First law of reflection: the angle of incidence and the angle of reflection are always equal to each other. In other words, the angle by which a ray of light is incident on a surface will always be equal to the angle by which it is reflected back from the surface. The second law of reflection: the incident ray, the reflected ray, and normal all lie in the same plane. What is lateral inversion? When an image is formed in a mirror, the left side of the object appears at the right side of the image and vice versa. This is called a lateral inversion. Thank you.
Completed. I will ask questions later to Satyam. Now Santi part. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sai Ram.
Sairam sir.